pretty, but you so clever. You still have to make a you design for me the dancer. If for me alone, I would have turned you in a lover. Tell me what me name, me want spin up with me, ama. Let me get my punch up, yeah, master. First time you see you with a one. Don't me see you when me want to run up in a fire. I love in a front like a thinking filler with a girl in a wine. She look like mama killer. One touch me to plate, burn me like pepper. But you idiot, you turn me a law. She me no walk for the fire, law. She is the Dancehall Queen Carlene.
Locked into Entertainment Weekend, KLA Sports, FM 89. And as the first line of this track says, she's a dancehall queen for life. And I think that personifies my guest at this time, the original dancehall queen, Carlene. Welcome.
Thank you, and welcome to you too.
Now, you're here to talk about an event in particular, the Dancehall Road March.
Yes, the Dancehall Road March. Yep.
But before we get to that, we obviously have to lay the groundwork as to what and who Carlene has been to dancehall and why getting to this point is such an important thing.
Okay.
All right. So before Carlene, there was no dancehall queen.
Nope.
Carlene was the first. And tell us, how did you get into dancehall and all?
I think my sister Pinky first. Firstly, she was already there. She dated Tyga at the time, and I appeared in a music video with Tyga and Anthony Malva. Come Back to Me, and I keep seeing them going out at nights. And one day I decided, can I please come? And I fell in love with dancehall since.
All right. I remember personally in my earlier days in Portmore, once a friend of mine said, hey, we're going to party at Carlene.
Yes,
a
birthday party.
Who's Carlene? And I was like, come on, you enjoy yourself. And that was somewhere in, I think, Garvey it was.
Yes, where I lived.
So that's where I got introduced to Carlene. And that was pre-dancehall queen.
Yes.
And then you started hearing about your name more and more as it related to dancehall and to fashion.
Yes.
Because it would be safe to say you helped to revolutionize dancehall fashion.
Yes, in the sexy form. Dancehall always had a fashion.
Right.
But in the sexy form, getting the female involved to let them understood their place there, because, it's a male-dominated field. So it was, we have to shine in our own way. And what better to do it than to be sexy?
And also brought about the opportunity for ladies and eventually men as well to make money out of the dancehall without being a promoter or an entertainer or a sound system.
Most definitely. That was my aim, firstly, because I learned and understood, especially in the inner city, where there were so many young ladies with the talent but didn't know how. I remember there was a particular music video, and they flew in the girls from overseas. Remember, music videos, the top artists at the time would use the girls from overseas.
Right.
So I helped to change that. I was in the middle trying to state one thing. I'm Jamaican.
Right.
And Jamaican makes me qualify enough to be dancehall, because dancehall is our culture.
Well, the fact that you're still here today,
28 years later,
doing what you're doing means that it was not about a hype. It was definitely about a love, and you were serious about it.
I was very serious. I was a teenager who knew what I wanted. I had one concept at the time in my head, that I wanted to be a household name in Jamaica, and I wanted to be original. I wanted to create something that wasn't in existence. And being in the space with dancehall, I saw where my own idea and creativity could have meshed in and straight through. So I did just that. Then I recognized I wanted to be a little more than just a sex symbol by wearing sexy clothes. So I created a dance move. Many, but
which was the first one you did that became popular?
Well, it's the first one that I named and sent out was the butterfly.
Exactly, and the song was done by Jigsy King and Tony Curtis. And
yes.
Funnily, back then in the dancehall, that is.
No. The soca version got, because they did a video.
Right, the soca butterfly.
Yes, and they put me in it, so it got more caption.
Was that the first video you were featured in?
No, remember I told you I did the first video was with Tyga and Anthony Malvo.
Right.
And then I did Shaka Demus and Pliers, Murder She Wrote.
I mean, I think that was not the first time that we also took serious note of the fashion in a music video as well.
Yes, because at the time, as I said, music videos were done. I don't know if it was locally or overseas, but the girls weren't from Jamaica. So this was like Shakadimus and Plies got huge quickly too.
Right.
And so this was a team play now, and you were like, who is this?
So now we are seeing.
Z Wine for
Right.
commercials who really started using the dancehall acts. And so we had Tease Me, the first dancehall commercial with me and Shakadimus and
Right.
Plies. And it just kept going.
Forward. I think the first time I realized you were coming forward again was with when I heard about House of Dancehall for the first time.
Right. I didn't take a step back. I just then went to TV.
Right.
And so I keep growing, to my knowledge, I keep growing in a mature way. And it wasn't about age. It was about being appropriate for my baby to wanted to do. So I was never gone. I was just doing things differently.
Plus, I always think a pioneer is always looking for new ground to conquer.
Yes, because you do get bored. And if I just think it needs to, take it to another level. I just was hoping when took that step to go into something else, that somebody would have carried on what I started. Um, there was many other dancehall queens, but none of them did what I was hoping them to do. They did it their way. I understand that.
Right.
But I was just hoping that it would have gotten to a level where, I have it in my head. I'm not saying they didn't.
Right.
I just wanted it done a certain way. And I didn't have the time to do both.
Right.
So I left it, as you say, as a mother had a child and just leave it out in the open, hoping that it would have done what the mother wanted it to
Right.
do. It didn't do exactly what I wanted to do, but it did do a lot. You have dancehall queens all over the world.
Yep.
So I think the younger ones did carry through what I started in one form, but not as I'm saying how I wanted it.
And one of the things I truly hope up, and I'm not sure, is that the newer dancer queens really understand the heritage and where it's coming.
Always shown me respect and love. I've never called on them for anything that they, disrespect me or, not interested. They've always been a part of whatever it is I do. So I think they do. As I said, it's just done in their way.
All right, so we're going to take a quick break, and when we return, we'll talk more about outside dancehall itself.
Yes.
I know it has, what's the word I'm looking for? No, elevate, not elevate, but how it has matriculated to the dancehall road march.
Yes.
Still locked into Entertainment Weekly, and still got the dancer Queen Carlene in the house with us. What's a dancehall?
Wow. Host a dancehall. You don't have enough time for that. So I'll just break it down to tell you that host a dancehall, it's where the love of dancehall music still stands. Michael Dawson and the team, Keisha, Akil, Jeff, Andrew, and all the others, really has a passion and a love for the music, the industry, the business aspect of it, the fun side of it, the entertainment side. So they created a home where dancehall is authentically done. So when you go to the venue itself, there's the zinc fence. There's somebody wouldn't understand dancehall is or was.
And I can tell you, I've been to a couple of sessions there, so I can attest to what you're saying. Definitely has that authentic, original dancehall vibe to it.
Yes. They keep mostly things that, well, anything to do with house of dancehall keeping. It's going, as I said, a lover of dancehall. He has been fighting for it. We came together in 2016 where he thought I was fitting to work with him at the House of Dancehall. I'm the
Right.
ambassador for House of Dancehall.
Right.
And come up with ideas, so would I. So the team came up together with this concept where we both had it and decided that we're going to work towards it. And hence it's on the edge to be born.
Right. So you had your launch recently.
Yes.
You know, some key players in dancehall were there.
Yes.
Weepo, G
Stone
First, the
Love.
Stoller family.
Yes, yes,
Rosie Murray was a part of your
yes.
team,
She's a part of the Whirlwind Entertainment.
right?
Mhm.
Your host for the night, her name slips me now. Milk
Milk.
was there.
Yes. So I had Shelly Belly. I had Marvin the Beast as the two defender of dancehall dancing
Right.
and Belgium. I had the Belgium dancehall queen. I had Cher Luxudal. I had Renee 630. I had Stacy Expression. I had Shanice Expression. I have Latanya Styles. I had Chrissy, this fabulous girl from corporate.
Right.
I had Pink Key, again, another dancehall dancer. Did I? Oh, please thank them individually, but I just want to give them a big thanks. When I called on them, nobody asked me how much. Nobody said how much. It was about, we've been waiting for this.
So,
And they all came together.
so while obviously dancehall is too big to have everybody representing at one night, but you definitely had a good cross section that represented every aspect of the
I
dancehall.
did, and after the show, because I'm not in loop in negativity,
Right.
and after the show, people were like, "Oh, you get Cher and oh, Queen Nikisha was there too.
Right.
Oh, you get Queen Nikisha and Cher in a one, much less on one stage." I said, "What are you talking about?" And I learned something there and then, and I said, "This is what dancehall is. The unity is there when it needs to be there. What people do in their personal space and private lives has nothing to do with the genre."
And I think it also speaks to the respect there for you
Yes, they all said that. They said, "Listen, there is no way. We are here because of you, and we probably have not
in
given
more
you."
ways than one.
Yes, we probably have never given you the recognition from our side to you, but we do think of you in this way, and so for this, we had to do it once it was you.
Okay, so what's the date of the actual event?
So the actual road march is the 5th of July, 2020.
And where, what do we have the route as yet?
We do, but we do have the route, but we are holding on a little bit because, as you know, it's dancehall and it's not easy getting this where it is.
Okay, and there are fashion or costumes, as some people would call them, that are
Outfits.
outfits that are available.
Outfits. So we have 6 sections for the ladies and one for the men. And the section is called Slam, which shows the outfit that I wore in the Slam condoms
Right.
in the 1990s. Then there is Murder She Wrote, the gold outfit that I wore in Shakademus and Pliers
Video.
music video. Then there is another one called Set Good. That's the one I wore on the Red Stripe Mode. And there is Bumpers, which is another outfit I wore in one of my iconic, performance.
Right.
There's another one, Slow Wine, and the Slow Wine is from the outfit I wore with Super Cat on Reggae Sunsplash.
Right. And those are
And the
all
guys are
available.
called Rude Boy. All available for you to order. The website, I'm not my head not, but they can go to House of Dancehall, 6 Cargill Avenue. They can DM me, Dancehall Queen Carlene, on Instagram to place their orders.
All right. So it's definitely about dancehall and
Dancehall,
dancehall.
unless you're on Sting.
Right.
So we'll have sound system, and of course, Immortal Stone Love will be one of the sounds. And there's two other sounds. We'll give you all again when we revamp to introduce the whole 9 yards, when I think at that point we'll be unstoppable.
All right. So they can come to House of Dancehall to get further information.
Yes.
DM you.
Yes. And what we'll be doing coming next week, Tuesday, so you can also come and meet your section
Leader.
not leaders, because we're not having a competition.
Right.
Everybody in the dancehall road march is a winner. So the
Right.
fact you turn up that day, you're a star. Yeah.
Next week Tuesday will be the 10th.
The 10th. Okay. So we start at House of Dancehall next week, Tuesday the 10th, with our first party leading up to the road march.
So for those who need to get to learn some dancehall moves or to get a little bit in shape,
Yes.
you can come and start building up to the event.
Yes. And I will also tell you, will be a weekend of fun. So we'll start on the Thursday right up until the Sunday. And as I said, I'll tell you further just what we're doing. But it's a weekend of fun. And it's part of the 90 days of summer. So all the foreigners, all the people who are Jamaica dance, I always say.
And whilst I believe that grow also dancehall as well.
Of course, it's a branding. It is because a lot of people still don't know about House of Dancehall. That there is an authentic. So yes, definitely.
Well, Carlene, definitely been a pleasure having you come through. We'll definitely be looking forward to hearing more about the dancehall road march as it progresses.
Thank you.
And wishing you all the success and looking forward for you to come back afterwards to tell us how successful it was.
No, you'll be inviting me because you'll be there. So you'll be inviting me so we can discuss what took place. And of course,
And finally, have you been getting overseas interest as well?
oh yes, actually on my way to here, I did an interview over with somebody from overseas. A lot. Everybody wants to, as I said, dancehall is, I think, even bigger overseas than it is in Jamaica.
Exactly. Because obviously that was a rhetorical question because we know there would definitely be interest.
There is a lot of interest. There's girls who want to be a part of it. There's guys who want to.
They'll be going international.
Oh, this is go. If you know Michael Dawson, you'll know he does nothing halfway, and definitely that's the plan. We're taking, as I said, dancehall is owned by Jamaica. Dancehall and reggae is owned by Jamaica. Why not let the world who at large that so much interested and love it show them how it's done?
Well, we'll definitely be looking forward and with keen interest.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming through.
You're most welcome.
Oh, before you go, just remind the people how to get in touch.
So you can go to House of Dancehall, 6 Cargill Avenue. They have a website too. Sorry, I'm not remembering it. You can go to Carlene, Dancehall Queen Carlene Instagram page to DM me to put your order in, and we'll take it from there.
I'm pretty certain if they Google also dancehall, they'll find the site.
Oh, definitely. House of Dancehall is on Instagram too. So you can just go to House of Dancehall. We have Slow Wine, one of our sponsor, Dancehall Lifestyle Water, one of our sponsors. So they can Google all of them. And I just want to say hi.
This kind of girl, them is a flyers go up and now do you heard about this girl? Her name is Maxine. Her beauty's like a bunch of roses.